well, the way I learned Aikido, it was very relevant because I learned Aikido from a teacher who trained in Aikido and Zen. So he knew about hara development. Um, so it was tremendously relevant. There's, um, in the Aikido dojo that I was in, there were what we called the four principles of Aikido. The four basic principles. Are you familiar with those, Kelly? There were four principles that were in the front of the wall of every dojo. Every dojo had these. The first one was relax completely. Relax completely. Well, that's impossible, or we might say aspirational, right? But you think about it, how much Zen training gets tension out of our body. So for being able to relax completely, you know, um, and then what are we doing in Aikido? Again and again, we're becoming other, go from there. That very fundamental way of how we train in Zen, where you merge your vibration, your frequency, your beingness, your everything with another person to create a join so that you can execute the technique as one, not as two, right? As one. Um, and the I think another area where hara specifically had so much relevance in Aikido and in daily life is anything done with hara can be done one with. In other words, the whole body can act in a coordinated way. Um, Without hara, we're divided. The arms might be punching or they might be flailing around, but they're not connected to the power. So they have no effectiveness, no real effectiveness. Versus when we're moving from hara, one thing can be going on. Again, it has to do with that same word, Cynthia, coherence. One thing can be going on. And when we're powerfully one thing, we can be one with. If we're already two, it's hard to be one with, right? So when we're one thing, it's easier to join and move with others. In fact, hara is central in the Japanese martial arts. I mean, that's part of how it came to us. It's through the power of the. I think where it really saved me is I was told early on in my training, think with this brain, not with this brain. And I didn't know what that meant, but I was determined to figure it out. Of course, I tried to figure it out with this brain. That was a mistake. But the hara brain, which is itself a center of consciousness, a billion nerve cells down here, billion nerve cells. But it has the ability to cut discursive thought. What a gift that is. So get the hara activated and it can shut the mind off or shut the head down or quiet it down, right? So, yeah.